What if I told you that some of the most interesting stock opportunities heading into 2026 aren't the flashy winners everyone's chasing, but the companies quietly sitting near their 52-week lows, the ones Wall Street has almost forgotten about, because historically, this is where smart, long-term investors start paying attention. And today we're breaking down 3 stocks that look ugly on the charts right now, but could be setting up for a major turnaround as we move deeper into 2026. And before we dive in, quick heads up, this video is for educational purposes only, and not financial advice. The goal here is to give you ideas to research further, not tell you what to buy. Now let's start with the first company, Carrier Global, a name most Americans already know because it dominates residential HVAC systems, and yes, the stock has been down roughly 20%, and is hovering near its yearly lows, mainly because the housing market has been weak, consumers are delaying big purchases, and fewer new homes mean fewer HVAC installs. But here's the twist, most people are missing Carrier isn't just a residential play anymore, because as we head into 2026, data centers are exploding across the US, and those massive AI-powered facilities don't just need electricity, they need serious cooling infrastructure, which puts Carrier right in the middle of one of the fastest-growing commercial trends out there. And while that growth hasn't fully shown up in earnings yet, revenue and profits have been mostly flat year-over-year, analysts believe. Commercial demand could start offsetting residential weakness, with some price targets implying as much as 40% upside over the next 12 months. Especially considering the stock trades around 11 times earnings and below the broader market average, making this a classic what-if turnaround setup heading into 2026. Now, the second stock couldn't be more different, Mondelez International, the company behind some of the most recognizable snack brands in the world. And while the stock is only down about 8% for the year, it's still sitting near its 52-week low, because earnings have been under pressure not due to collapsing demand, but because cocoa and commodity costs have crushed margins throughout 2025. And if you've been following food stocks like Hershey or Starbucks, you already know this story, but analysts expect those cost pressures to ease going into 2026, which could allow earnings growth to return, even if revenue remains steady. And what's interesting here is that despite all the talk about consumers cutting back, Mondelez revenue hasn't collapsed. It's flat to slightly up, suggesting demand is still there. And when you combine that with expectations for larger tax refunds hitting consumers early in 2026, right during the company's peak seasonal demand from Valentine's Day through Easter and Mother's Day, you can see why analysts still see double-digit upside from current levels, even if this isn't a moonshot stock, but more of a slow, steady recovery play. And now, the third company might surprise you the most. Sprouts Farmers Market, a higher-end grocery chain focused on organic and natural foods. Because despite revenue growing over 10% year-over-year and earnings improving, the stock has fallen dramatically and is now trading near levels not seen since mid-2024, largely because investors are worried growth is slowing after an incredible multi-year run. But here's what makes this interesting. Sprouts targets higher-income consumers who are less sensitive to inflation, benefits from long-term trends toward healthier eating and organic food, and even after a massive 5-year rally, the stock now trades around 15 times earnings, which is a discount to the broader market, and technically speaking, indicators like RSI suggest the stock is oversold. Momentum appears to be stabilizing, and analysts' consensus price targets imply as much as 70% upside from current levels, which is why this one stands out as potentially the strongest rebound candidate of the 3 if economic momentum improves in the second half of 2026. And the big takeaway here is simple. Stocks near 52-week lows aren't automatically bad investments. Sometimes they're just waiting for the right catalyst, whether that's data center expansion, easing commodity costs, or consumer behavior stabilizing. And if you're building a long-term portfolio for 2026 and beyond, these are exactly the kinds of names worth putting on your watch list and researching deeper before the crowd shows back up.